NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
It's a 7 up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And incomplete. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to Adams. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Flushed out right. And going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill. Yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams, 48 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
That's right. Your train tracks, baby.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check 50, check 50. Easy. You go tight. You got tight.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
On second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's Gurley. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Under crunch.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. It fights him off. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it That's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Throwing now is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little.
Oh, here come the Rams, and they get it. It's blocked. And they will have possession, 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 15. Now, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. Now, however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers. Pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to go for it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
All day, baby, all day.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Yellow, I'll go on 80. Mike 54. Who that? Who that? Hey, Ripley.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now he'll tuck it, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself, as his guys continue to pour it on. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Rams 43, 49ers 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Keep playing hard.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
Oh, wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives. Exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Garoppolo now. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Hey, alert!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to Coleman. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The 30, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No,
okay.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. And oh, it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Still going. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. Now it's Gurley. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Check nickel. 43.
And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
54. You must be dreaming. Save.
Hey, go going.
Check 37.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.